this man did that, right? He didn't tell the owner. Did he tell that he found something at his field? No. Yeah. So it seems to us this man was not honest. But we need to know about the Jewish rabbinic law back then. The Jewish rabbinic law said that if a man finds scattered fruit or money, it belongs to the finder. So when we know about the law back then, this man was not dishonest, because based on the law, when someone finds something, yeah. And actually, this man is more than honest. Why? I say that because actually he could just take all of the treasure, right? He just dig more here and there, and then took all of the treasures. Because probably the treasure were from the previous owner. That is why the owner of the field even was not aware. Are you with me? Yeah. The owner was not aware that there are many treasures on his field. So this must be from the previous owner who probably went to war, or because of accident he died, and the next person who bought his field didn't know about it. Right? So this man actually was honest, because what he did, he put the treasure back and then he bought that field. Right? And even to buy that field, he has to sell everything he has in it in order to buy that field. And he was so excited about finding the treasure that he was willing to do whatever he had to do in order to purchase it. The second parable is talking about pearl, verse 45. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant looking for fine pearls. The word pearl in Greek is emporos, which means someone who buy things wholesale and sell them to a retailer. So merchant here means someone who buy things wholesale and sell them to a retailer. And this merchant was looking for fine pearls. It's not just regular pearl, but fine pearls. Back then, pearl was the most valuable gem in the world. Gem or gem? Gem. Yeah, gem, thank you. Yeah. If you own a pearl, you own a fortune. This was a good reason for it. Why? Pearl was so precious back then. In order to find pearl, someone had to dive about 40 feet. Yeah? Anita is familiar with diving. Yeah? And today, actually 40 feet is nothing. Why? Because we have good equipment, right? We have oxygen, we have many good equipment. But back then, 2,000 years ago, no equipment. So people have to take risk to do that, They have to hold breath for maybe 5-10 minutes and then have to face shark attack or octopus attack. So people have to risk their life to find pearl. And to find a good pearl, you have to get about 1,000 oysters. So In order to get one good pearl, you have to find 1,000 oysters. It was a hard work. That is why pearls are beyond price. In Jewish Talmud, it said that pearls are beyond price. The Egyptians actually worshipped the pearl. And the Romans copied that practice. So when women wanted to show their wealth, they put pearls in their hair. Yeah. So people can see, wow, she must be a very rich woman. She has pearl on her hair. And when a Roman emperor wanted to show how rich he was, he would dissolve pearls in vinegar and then drink them in his wine. The same day like billionaire today who light, cigar with 100 bill, to show how rich they are. And 100 bill just to light cigar. That is when Matthew 7 verse 6, Jesus talks about pearl and pig. He says, don't give something of such great value to a pig. It is a foolish thing to do. And one day when we go to heaven, the Bible gives us picture about how heaven would be. In Revelation chapter 21, it is said that the streets will be made of gold and the gates of pearl. So it must be very wonderful and beautiful heaven. So what lessons can we learn from these two parables? I would like to share with you 4 things. Number 1, it is about the value of the kingdom. Both of these parables teach us about the incomparable value of the Lord's kingdom or the church. The pearl is an especially appropriate figure for the kingdom because it is the only gem that cannot be improved by man. Like gold, diamond, they have to be cut, they have to be, purified. But pearl, pearl does not anything from us. Even if you make one cut to pearl, it will lose its value. And Jesus is talking about the value of the kingdom of God. It's like a pearl. It is not made by human. It is built by God. We have learned about that some times ago, that the church is built by Jesus, not even by his apostles. And when we read Daniel chapter 2, you'll see how through Daniel God prophesied about the birth of his church on earth. Let's read Daniel 2, verse 34. Daniel 2, 34. Remember about the vision that God gave to the king of Babylon. This is what happened in his vision. Daniel 2:34. While you were watching, a rock was cut out, but not by human hands. It struck the statue